Hello everyone, Elite Clockwoman here. Finally the new episode is out, and I want to say that this episode was crazier even than episode 33, because we finally found out the truth about the Skibidi toilets and the pencil men. And believe me, it's actually more confusing than you think. But it's not a problem for me, and I'm going to tell you what happened in this episode. Who are the Skibidi toilets and the pencil men? And we will find absolutely all the details of this episode. And believe me, we have a lot to talk about, because the puzzle is finally starting to come together, and I think I finally understand what's going on here. But before we go into the depths of the story, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you like the new episode. And here we go. In the beginning, we were brought back to the distant episode 6, where the enemies managed to defeat Titan Clockman. And after Cameraman grabbed Clockman, Skibidi Magnet noticed POV Cameraman and knocked him out. And it turned out that it was time travel, and it is one of the abilities of Pencil Man. And I will say that this is another cheat ability, but maybe this time it was not time travel. And what is happening now comes just behind the scenes of episode 6. Because we know that now the Pencil Men should be on the battlefield with the Alliance, but since they are here, I can assume that now we are in episode 6. And then the spy cameraman helped the cameraman get up, and we are shown the Pencil Men's lab. Also notice the radar on the computer. I think they are looking for a point in time to create a teleport there to destroy the Skibidi toilets when there weren't so many. Then the cameraman transmits the information he saw over Bluetooth, and the spy asked what they should do about it. But finally, Optimus Prime showed his dark side and said that they can't help Titan Clockmen because their army is too small and they need to create more clones. But it seems he was talking about regular pencilmen, which are created quite easily, but still it takes a long time to create a big army. And it's obvious to me that the pencilmen don't want to get involved in unequal combat, and in general, they are not like other races. They are only worried about their ass. But it's more likely that it's because of Optimus Prime, as he seems to be the one in charge here, as the scientist pencilmen and other agents wanted to help the Titan Clockmen. But Optimus Prime forbade them to do so. And although I used to love this robot, but now I hate him because he's crazy, and you'll see this a little later. Then we saw the ability of the pencil scientist, and it turns out that he created all the pencil men, and he created a pencil man bouncer right before our eyes. And it's amazing. He also gave him a green color, and it seems that this determines the rank and abilities of the soldier he created. Also in this lab, we can notice a lot of different details, but I will not pay attention to them because they are parts of the design and the map. But if I see something really interesting, I will tell you about it. And then we were shown Optimus Prime's reaction to this, and I think he is not happy, but I don't understand what it is connected with. But now you will hear something crazy. Since Optimus Prime called the scientist father, what the hell did you say, bro? I'll be honest with you, I'm shocked. But it actually makes sense, because he's a scientist, and he created all the pencil men, and he also created the robot, and it makes sense that he's the father to them all. But there is one thing that doesn't make sense. Although he is the father, and it looks like he is the boss. But in fact, Optimus Prime is boss, because he decides what they should do. And we can see that at the end of the video, where he killed a lot of people, and we can also see that when he forbade to save the Titan Clockmen, even though his father was not against the idea. And if we don't go into details, it looks like the father is boss, but in reality, Optimus Prime is in charge. And he told Daddy that he found a secret hideout of Skibidi toilets, and it looks like he can create different portals to other places. He started yapping that he doesn't know how did he find them, but he's sure of it. And then Daddy agreed to let a few agents go there. And after everyone went into the portal, the scene changed, and we saw a cozy place in the mountains. And for the first time in the history of the show, we finally saw survivors. But the important question is, are these events happening in the past or behind the scenes of episode 6? And not to be confused, I asked the Dom Studio about it, and he said that these events take place during episode 6, and that its nighttime is a feature of this place. I mean, this is a country in a different time zone, and we see how beautiful it is here. And there are a lot of kids playing happily. And God, how I like it because it's not just another battle, and sometimes I miss such episodes. But at the same time, terrible things are about to happen. We even saw the Skibidi agents who were guarding these people, or they were preparing them to transform into Skibidi toilets. Then we saw a little girl who is holding a picture with her daddy, and it's Male 07, who we saw in episode 33 as a commander. We also found out that her name is Bethany, and her mom asked her what she was doing. And it turned out that she misses her dad very much because he told her that he would come back for her birthday. But her mom said that her birthday is tomorrow, and the girl went to play with the other kids. Then the Skibidi toilets started talking to each other, and one of them said that reinforcements should have come to them because there are not enough of them here. But his bro said that only they can talk like people. And that means that only some toilets can talk, and other toilets are not stable. He probably meant that other Skibidi toilets are crazy and uncontrollable, and only the agents in black suits are more intelligent. And bro also said that these are the last people who didn't turn into toilets. But at that time, a portal appeared out of nowhere, and out of it came a spy and some pencil men led by Optimus Prime, and Skibidi agents were surprised that they could be found, and they added that this place could only be found if they sent a signal from inside. And this may mean that among the toilets there was a traitor who sent the coordinates of this place to Optimus Prime, and that's why he was able to find this place. But who it was is still a mystery to us. And agents without much thought immediately attacked the toilets, and reinforcements from the toilets arrived. But they were too few to win this battle. And it is important to note that all the pencil men don't care about the bullets of the toilets, but they still managed to kill one pencilman who probably got hit in the neck and broke it. And now we know their weak spot, and it turns out that they don't care about any damage to their bodies. But if you break or destroy their head, they die. And even a human tried to stop Optimus, but Optimus mercilessly destroyed him. And then he added that they are strange and weak. And after that, I hate this character. I understand that he doesn't know humans, and that they are not a danger to them, but still, he killed one of them. But on the other hand, I can understand him in this moment, because this man started to attack him first, and that's why the robot killed him. And it makes sense. But it doesn't make sense what he does in the end, but we'll get to that later. And then he starts making excuses that he thought it was a Skibidi kamikaze, and look at the spy's reaction, and he's definitely uncomfortable with the killing. And then Optimus gives the order that they get all the people together, and they start hunting people, and one dude tries to escape, and when he looks to the right, we see skeletons of people that are pierced by pencils. And it may seem strange that there are only skeletons left, but maybe it's another ability of pencil men that can destroy flesh, and only bones are left of the victim. And when he looked to the left, he saw the pencil men killing people, and he was being hunted by one of the pencil men. I can't even imagine how terrified this dude is right now. But for some reason, this pencil man didn't kill him and let him escape for a while. And we can see that all the people are terrified and trying to escape, and kids are so scared they can't even move. But the pencil men managed to catch all the people, and you can see that the people don't understand why they were gathered here and what they did wrong. And they got on their knees, and it's literally terrifying. And then the woman found her daughter and told her to be quiet. But finally, the spy couldn't take it anymore and started defending the humans. And maybe he explained that they weren't Skibidi toilets, but humans, and that they weren't dangerous to the agents. But the robot said that he didn't know anything about humans, and that he had never seen humans before. And it seems that the spy told him that these humans weren't enemies, and they were good. But Optimus didn't agree with that, and he said that there are no harmless things in this world. And he added that these are not people but Skibidi toilets, and it looks like this dude went crazy. And before he killed them, he said that no matter if they are weak or strong, children or adults, they should be destroyed so that they don't cause problems in the future. And then the creepiest and craziest scene started, as this crazy dude started shooting all the people. And noticed that even the pencil men were not ready for the robot to kill all the people, and they also felt sorry for them. And I doubt that the robot's daddy gave him just such an order to kill civilians. This robot decides for everyone, and he is not controllable. And I hope that the commander will smash this robot in the future. And at the end of the episode, we were shown that picture of the girl and the commander, and then the scene changed again, and we saw the commander, who kept the picture with his daughter, and that's the end of the episode. And let's try to find out what happened here. First of all, we don't know whether that night the commander was also with other people or not. But as you can see, he doesn't have an eye, and it would be logical that he arrived in the city just when it all started, and he didn't even manage to see his daughter. Or he and the other guys from his squad arrived after that. And we saw that in the photo, he was still a human, and I think that after he lost everything, he decided to become a Skibidi toilet. And the other guys also lost their loved in that battle, and they became toilets with him. Well, at least I'm sure that Billy definitely lost someone that night because he got angry when he heard about the pencilmen. But still, one person survived that night. And this is the commander's daughter, who was saved by the spy cameraman, and now he is taking care of her, and it is she who is hiding under the blanket. And I am 1000% sure that it is she. But there is something special about her. I don't think that she has any kind of superpower, but I think that it is she who will decide the outcome of this war. and I can even imagine how it will be. The Pencilman race will be destroyed by the commander, and with the help of the improved G-Man, the toilets will be able to win this war. And when they want to destroy other races, such as cameramen and clockmen, the spy cameraman will show the commander his daughter that she is alive and okay. And after that, he will decide not to destroy the agents, and at the end of the series, there will be a happy ending. But the Pencilman race will be completely destroyed, and I think that we will see this very soon. But these are only theories, and before the finale we will see many other events and deaths among agents and among Skibidi toilets. But I am sure that only this child can stop the war. And, by the way, this episode explained to us why we saw the inscription, "Sorry," in the form of Morse code. And the spy cameraman apologizes for not following orders and leaving this child. And honestly, after these events, I am now on the side of the Skibidi toilets. But I can't say that now the agents are evil, and the Skibidi toilet is good. This show is not about villains, but about different sides with their own goals. The toilets have their own goals, and the agents have their own. But the cost of the Pencilmen achieving their goals is horrible, and I want the commander to smash them all as soon as possible. Most of the time, it's all Optimus Prime's fault, but we need to destroy them all because they helped him do it. But as for the other races, I don't blame them, and I'm sure they wouldn't do that because they have souls. But Pencilman race must be destroyed, but this is just my opinion, and you decide for yourself who is good and who is not. Anyways, our video ends.